Corinne was the first one to tell us about the freak offs.
Like
y'all like to discredit hoes, but y'all believe a crackhead. I ain't gonna go into that, but yeah.
So he does a DNA test. Turns out he's 3% European and over 40% Congolese, Ghanaian, and everything else.
Oh, that's a nigga.
That's a nigga. That's a nigga.
Pregnancy test as Plan B pills. You heard that right. People are finding Plan B pills inside of their pregnancy test.
Ain't no way.
Okay, we're gonna open this puppy up.
There's no
Oh
way.
my gosh.
There's no way.
Do not eat the tablets you find in a pregnancy test. They are not a Plan B or an emergency contraceptive pill. They
Are you stupid?
They are.
Do not eat a random pill or sucker or anything. Do not eat something you don't know what it is. What the fuck was that? Thank you guys for tuning in. We've been on a pretty good streak.
We are.
Mm-hmm. We're being consistent. Y'all are consistently watching us, giving us feedback. So we really appreciate it. Today's episode.
Don't piss me off.
Damn, you couldn't wait. No, for real. After what I just went through, I feel it now. He was like, you feel that? I feel it now. Don't piss me off. Because the way this equipment has been going. So we're sharing a mic today because we're having technical difficulties because our sound guy, shout out to Teray, is not here. He
abandoned us.
Right, he needs to be present for future recordings, for sure.
He abandoned us.
Definitely did.
Technical difficulties.
You are for real. First segment, we're going to get into the hell going on. So, my topics for the hell going on. First one is Power. What is it? Power Book 2 Ghosts is no more. They had their finale last week, I believe, and
I watched it.
She did watch it. She ain't watched no other damn episodes, so she don't know what the hell going on. But she did watch the last episode.
I only watched it because I was getting my hair done.
Yeah, it was bittersweet. They did right by my girl Monet. They avenged her death for sure.
They did.
Noma's ass.
They caught her right there.
I think I told you I can't watch things where like kids are being murdered and things like that.
Oh, I can't. Yeah.
But when what's her name? Diana caught Anya ass slipping. They was like, she did not have to kill that girl. She killed her for her baby daddy. I felt that, but Anya was talking slick at that dinner table, and Diana was letting a lot of shit ride because you know Diana is the dinner table queen. So for her to let that shit ride, she had something planned for her. I know she had it in her mind like, if all else fails, I'm gonna take this bitch out, and she surely did.
Okay.
Caught on the steps, and somebody was like, "Well, why did she had the shot? Why didn't she just take it at Noma?" I think there was a part of her. If we're talking about the psychology of these characters, I think there was a part of her that wanted her to watch her daughter die the way that she had to watch her mother die. Makes sense to me. I'm sick like that. I'm vindictive. I want to see you hurt before I take you up out of here. I want to see your soul crush, and then I'm gonna take you up out of here. So they was mad about that, but not really. They was like fake mad or whatever. But that shit was funny, but I don't feel like it was necessary. Like, tell me again why Michael Ealy needed to be on this series. If y'all wasn't gonna kill him, y'all just sent him to jail. Like,
he was here. He was present.
Huh?
He was in it.
Yeah, the detective that was trying to take all them down, and they ended up sending him to jail.
I didn't.
They broke in his house, found out his evidence.
I only seen Method Man
because he was a dirty cop.
Yeah, Method Man was a dirty
cop? No, he was a dirty attorney, but he was on their side. Method Man, I don't know who decided to let that nigga play somebody's attorney, but yeah.
He just looked good in the suit. He looked good
as hell, baby. Even to the end where they was like giving him back his license or whatever, they was looking at him like, damn, this nigga fine. Like as bad as we want to lock Tariq's little bad ass up, we want this nigga.
My hairdresser was like, "You need to keep your head down. You can't look."
Yeah.
But why would y'all put this show on while I'm getting my hair done?
Bullshit. So I was pleased with that, but it was unnecessary. I felt like the whole situation with Detective Carter was unnecessary as hell. So Detective Carter, they had his ass locked up. That was crazy how he just kind of like snitched on himself, tried to set up the other officer. The whole storyline was like they really could have did without that, but whatever. Woody McClain, boy. Woody McClain, he is phenomenal. Like, I hope he gets all his things. That man has been consistent since Vine.
I just want to do that.
And
I just want to do things.
I'm so happy that he's getting his things and getting the recognition that he deserves because he didn't just he didn't just come out of nowhere. Like, he has been doing things. He isn't just like a breakout actor. This is his first time on like a major series, but like he has been doing like the skits and all of that. And he always had the makings of a really good actor.
Absolutely.
So I'm glad they picked him up. Diana, they done turned Diana into Lil Monet. I just pray they don't give her a series. Do not give her a series, please. It's not necessary. It was cute. She did her thing. She popped Anya's ass. That was great, but
she's boring outside of it.
Yeah, no. I don't see her making for a good series lead. No. Sorry, love you, but I don't see it. Tariq and that deal with the Nigerians. First of all, what I really wanted to talk about was how Nigerian men. I'm not even gonna do it because I don't feel like having y'all in my comments, but they did not give a damn about Anya. They did not give a damn about Noma. Wasn't no avenging Noma, avenging Noma's daughter, avenging their niece, none of that shit. They didn't give a fuck. They like, look, we out of here.
It's 8:30. You speaking facts.
We can get some money over here with your arch nemesis. Okay, like no question of, hey, you just killed my sister. Y'all just killed my sister. None of that shit. Just where the money at?
When it comes to Nigerians, they should take a page out of those dramas, the Nigerian soap opera drama movies, because they be avenging deaths up in there.
Not a woman's death.
Really?
Not a woman's death.
Oh, what was?
Because he never wanted her. He never wanted her to be in charge of the empire anyway, which for good reason, because she did nothing but create a bloodbath and a war. So I get that, but damn, like, still they killed your sister and your niece, like,
and it's crazy.
And you like, hey, let's get this money.
Every woman queen pen, like, if you look, they all be after blood, and they're emotional and irrational things.
Yeah, and I hate that that's like the perception of everything, because now it's like you have a woman running for president. It's like,
they be successful.
Oh yeah, we gonna get shit done. And that's what people fail to realize. They don't want to acknowledge that we get shit done. We gonna cry in the car, but we gonna get that shit done. For sure.
We gonna cry in the car.
For real. Literally. But
crying in the car.
Shit's getting done. When it comes to these talks, that mouthpiece, these talks with these other nations and stuff, who gonna do it like a black woman?
Deport.
Who gonna sell it like a black woman?
Deport.
Everybody was on Twitter and stuff was like it was rushed. They didn't like it. It's not everybody, but because they had rave reviews, but some people was like they didn't like it. It was rushed. It was too much and packed into what was it, 2 hours or something like that. And I get it, but they had to wrap this shit up. It was a lot of loose ends, and I feel like they did a good job of tying up all the loose ends. But they like, we got to close out all of this shit, and I appreciate the way it did. Don't waste my time. Wrap this shit up. And they did. I felt like they did a really good job.
It didn't need no more episodes.
It didn't. The way they did, I thought they did a really good job with that. What else? I was glad that there was no more bloodshed. I would take sacrificing Monet to keep everybody else alive. Even Drew. Even though Drew gets on my fucking nerves. He did his part. Kudos to him.
That's the little white boy?
No, that's the gay son.
Oh.
Yeah, he did his part. Even though he be pissing me off, he's the emotional one. But he did a really good job, and I appreciate him leaving the game. Diana surprisingly don't want to leave the game, but yeah, he leaving the game. He going to art school and all that shit. So good for him. Who else? Effie. So after you saw after, what's his name on the show? Why I keep calling him Woody?
Kane.
After Kane popped Noma, Effie, I guess, got him out of there or whatever. And so she gave him money so that he can go. And everybody was like, she dumb. Why she give him money? Da, 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 da.
Ride or die.
Ride or die, but also he gave her money. That she basically just gave him back the money that he gave her.
I mean, but isn't that what you're supposed to do?
Right, like that's how you can tell who been watching and who hasn't, because y'all talking about she done for giving him money, but
I tuned in at the last episode and I figured it out.
yeah, he gave her money for I think the engineering program or something she was trying to get into. So like, I get it, we not giving niggas money, but when niggas give you money, it's okay.
Plenty money.
Yeah, so big
Give
up
you life.
Yeah,
a whole lifestyle.
Yeah. So big up them. Kudos to them for the closing of that. I can't wait to see what happens next. I do not want them. Everybody been talking about they going to Chicago with Tommy for Force. I don't want that. I don't want it. Give us a Power Book 3, because Force needs to go. I think Force is going to be in this last season too.
Oh,
I think so. I saw that somewhere. I haven't watched it anymore. I can't take it. I don't like it. Even though it's in Chicago, I don't care for it. I'd rather not see them on it.
I think I'm just.
You're a lost cause. You're not gonna go back and watch nothing.
No, but I feel like when it comes to stuff happening in Chicago, like when they be filming stuff that's based in Chicago, is it really Chicago?
Hell no. Only Chicago series that depicts Chicago for real is The Chi. Oh, I can't wait for that. Wait a minute, is that? They come back already?
I didn't even tune into the last
Something's
season.
supposed to be coming back this month.
I am out of pocket, out of order.
I gotta go look that up.
But
Something's supposed to be coming. What's coming back? Probably is a team or something. Something's supposed to be coming back.
Oh, the team is on already.
Okay, it probably just started this month.
Yeah.
Okay.
October 3rd it started.
I missed the opener. We're gonna be talking about that too. The Team Man Sisters, cause
child.
Gary's ass is dead. Dead as fuck. But also I wanted to talk about Jaguar Wright. This whole Diddy situation. First of all, I need Cat Williams to close the portal. For real, just close it. I don't know what he did. Close the portal, please. Now you got Jaguar Wright, and what I don't like is how somebody comes out of the blue and y'all think it's really this new generation. They think that this person must have all the answers because they were around. Jaguar Wright ain't been around or relevant in well over 20 years. All these people she claimed to have tea on and stuff, you were not in those rooms. You wasn't famous before a hot second. That's not to discredit her writing, her music, none of that. But bitch, you've been out of pocket for a long time.
So remember, at first I was like, well, you see, she said this and she said that, and oh look, and you're like, it was gonna come out regardless. Like,
even the crackhead is right twice a day.
Exactly.
Like,
so I went when you brought it to my attention. I went and did my research, and yeah, you're right. She's pretty irrelevant. She's very much a conspiracy theorist. And where are all these witnesses or people who are affected who are ready to talk and ready to come forward? If they were so ready to come forward, put them on your platform on YouTube.
She don't have a platform. It's just random YouTubers giving her a platform.
Well, bring them.
And what I really don't like is
the only one who came was Orlando, and we don't trust shit he say either.
I trust.
I actually trust him more.
I trust the sober Orlando. I do trust the sober Orlando.
He was right about Diddy.
I do trust the sober Orlando.
He was right about Diddy because he said that about Diddy some time ago.
Some time ago, yep. Everybody
who spoke out.
Corinne was the first one to tell us that Diddy was bisexual. Corinne was the first one to tell us about the freak offs. But y'all don't like hoes.
I didn't read that book.
I read all of them. I got them upstairs.
I was only like 12.
Y'all like to discredit hoes, but y'all believe a crackhead. I ain't gonna go into that, but yeah. I don't like how Jaguar is using colonizer platforms, the melanated people's platforms, to drag black folks. You got Vlad TV, a known racist. Then you got Piers Morgan, another known racist, and I'm not saying allegedly.
He had to issue an apology.
Yeah, I'm gonna get into that, but I'm not saying allegedly, because take me to court and prove that you're not a fucking racist. the odds are against you. So then, she gets on this, on Pierce. I don't know what he was thinking. I don't know why.
Weird.
Has he not watched? Maybe he hasn't watched the videos that she's been in, or the videos where she's speaking, and see how she goes off.
And on the next day.
Right. See how she goes off on tangents, and you really don't know.
Said quack.
Right.
And so quack happened.
Exactly. So you don't know what's going to come out of her mouth. And if you can't control that and control it on your platform, it's going to backfire on you. And he's already on his last strike with black folk.
Oh, yeah.
So that was not smart. I would think that him and his network would be smarter than that, because it's not just going to be you that goes down. It's going to be your entire network.
I agree.
Your boss's boss's boss.
I agree. Definitely agree.
So yeah, Jay and Beyonce issued that's CND real quick. Shut this shit down. Mm-hmm. I don't know how he would have seen this going any other way.
Love is Blind.
Oh, I still haven't gotten into it.
Okay, so there's 9 episodes. This one, I feel like it took so long for them to get out of the pods. This season is season 7. They're based in DC. You got 10 days in the pods to date. Mm-hmm. Majority of them took all 10 days. And I mean that. 6 episodes. Usually by mid-episode 4 or even 5, they have all been paired. Usually it's supposed to be 6 couples. They've all been paired and they're going to the honeymoon destination, because they do a honeymoon before the wedding backwards. Mm-hmm. But this took 6 episodes to get into. It was very boring, very long-winded. So we have Marissa and Ramses. I'll show you pictures later. We have Steven and Monica. We have Hannah and Nick D. We have Tim and Alex, and Ashley and Tyler. And those 2 couples are the only black couples. Monica and Steven. Steven is white. Monica is black. But let's start with them. All right. So in the pods, Steven actually tells Monica, because he's a ginger, that he did an ancestry test. He was a former soldier. His dad is like a big Trumper. He voted for Trump the first time. He was disappointed by his actions. He voted for Biden following. And then he decided, like, okay, let me go do an ancestry test to see, like, what kind of European I am. Because my dad don't look white and I don't look too white. So he does a DNA test. Turns out he's 3% European and over 40% Congolese, Ghanaian, and everything else.
Oh, that's a nigga.
That's a nigga. It's a nigga. It's a nigga. So they bond over that because she is a pick-me. I ended up calling her that. She's a pick-me because the first thing she said was, "Oh my God, you're barely that black," when she first saw him, when they revealed themselves. Like, she's like, "Oh, thank God you're not that black." Like,
and she's black.
She's the token black girl. Not even. So they're on the honeymoon, and the first thing she says is, after their first night sleeping together, she said it was a lot of poking. Girl, what do you mean a lot of poking? Fast forward, episodes 7, 8, and 9. Fast forward, all the bullshit. They get to know each other. She spends the night at their home because they get an apartment together for the experiment, and he had to go do a sleep test. In this sleep test, he meets up with a friend.
That's a nigga.
And he got drunk before the sleep test and texted this girl about all of his kinks and fetishes and things that he want to do. And then the day before the sleep test, they showed them sitting on the couch talking, and she was like, "You're so into like butt stuff." And he was like, "You mean like pegging?" And I was like, "Oh, what?" Like, ma'am, run. That's your flag. So,
I mean, some people,
after she confronts him with the whole, like, it's in your phone, he was like, "Well, no, it's not." And she was like, "Okay, well, show me the messages." If it wasn't nothing, he was like, "I deleted it." It's a nigga.
It's a nigga.
It's a nigga. So then she's like, why would you do this? And she's getting emotional and she's crying. And he was like, you're right. I should have just told you from front. I didn't have good intentions coming on the show for this experiment. Let's end it right now. And that cuts them. So they are eliminated. There's another couple who didn't even make it out of the pot. They got engaged, but they decided to go to Miami instead of Cabo. I don't even I think he was an art dealer. I think his name was, I can't remember. He's irrelevant. I think it was Leo and Brittany, something like that. They're irrelevant as fuck because they broke up. They went to Miami instead of Cabo, and then they called off the engagement and haven't spoken since.
Bye.
Marissa and Ramses, they look related.
Bitch.
He is Venezuelan and black, or maybe he's just Venezuelan. But Marissa was served in the military as well. Shout out to everyone who serves in the military, good or bad. You guys have been affected. So with Marissa and Ramses, he has an issue with one, that she was a soldier. He just feels like it doesn't align with his beliefs. He also has big time issues with sex. She's saying that she's saying that she would prefer not to get back on birth control, and he's saying that he's saying, have you ever had condom sex? Condom sex, you don't feel nothing. It doesn't feel good. But I don't want to have no kids right now. So basically, it's either you get on birth control or this can be done.
Damn. Fuck my body, my choice, huh?
Yep. Moving right along to the big scandal. We have Tyler and Ashley. Black couple.
Okay.
Everything was going good. We was feeling it. We was like, okay. Tyler's mother-in-law, we gonna call her that, because that's the baby mama's mom. Mm-hmm. She gets on Facebook and says, oh, Tyler, your kids miss you. You ain't seen them since 2018. So, episode 8 or 9, he comes out telling Ashley. That he was a sperm donor. There's 3 kids.
That's a nigga.
2 for the boy.
That's a nigga.
He doesn't have he doesn't interact with them, blah,
you
blah,
ain't
blah.
never call your kids test tube, baby.
Yes, they did. So then she says,
That's
okay,
right.
well, like, if you were really a sperm donor, show me the paperwork. Run me the paperwork. If it's really nothing, run me the paperwork. So then, after that episode comes out where he reveals that he's a sperm donor and waited until they're back in DC to talk about him being a sperm donor, more evidence has come out that not only is he a liar and a deadbeat, he has been engaged before.
You telling me? He got 3 kids. He was engaged to his kid mama?
Nope, or somebody else. He was engaged to this one girl, and the baby mama had an issue with it, and they called off the engagement.
Fuck that.
Drink smoothie and mind my business.
It's like, fuck that. Back to these kids. That's what I would have an issue with. You was engaged, that shit didn't work out, whatever, fuck. Back to these kids.
It didn't work out because of the baby mama. The baby mama is basically like controlling whatever he fucking does.
Oh, so he's still basically fucking with the baby mama.
I feel like it. So now I feel like I feel like he went on Love Is Blind, and honestly, he probably still interacts. And this is all. This is a scheme.
That's why I was skeptical.
He was in for the money.
Yeah, I was skeptical of a nigga named Tyler. That ain't no Tyler. That's a Daquan. That's a Daquan.
Moving on to Tim and Alex. Alex is dirty.
All of them sound
she's dirty. So they do this part where they go look at each other's house. Mm-hmm. She's like, oh, I moved in 6 months before the experiment. moving in 6 months before the experiment and the shit you got going on. Hannah and Nick D, they are just really boring, immature. She's insecure. He's a child who is not groomed. Just he was spoiled by his mom, who's a Cuban. You know how Caribbean, Spanish, all those parents are. We coddle our child and then look at them like, why didn't you just grow up? Yeah. So that's pretty much it.
Are they almost done or what?
So I think we have to get to. They have to have they have to pick their dresses. They have to do their bachelorette parties, and then they get married, and then we have the reunion. So probably about 12 more episodes.
Oh, okay.
We're 9, so we probably have about 6 more.
So we're introducing a segment called where we just do reactions. It's gonna be kind of a part of the hell going on, but it's just reactions to things that we have not seen. Like, I'm gonna show her something that maybe she hasn't seen on the internet, and she's gonna show me something that I haven't seen. So you can go first.
This is nuts. People are using pregnancy tests as Plan B pills. You heard that right. People are finding Plan B pills inside of their pregnancy test. I tested this out just a couple days ago and I didn't find a pill, but that's because a lot of you said it's because I got the off-brand. We're gonna go get a real pregnancy test and see if they have Plan B pills inside of them. Okay, so it looks like this is the right stuff. I just got in my car.
Ain't no way.
I have the Plan B. Okay, check this out.
Ain't no fucking
See
way.
if this is real. Okay, looks legit. Feels really
Ain't no
light.
fucking way.
Okay, we're gonna open this puppy up.
There's no
Oh
way.
my gosh.
There's no way.
Guys, I knew it. There's actually 2 that comes in here.
First of all, I'm not taking no random pill. Y'all ain't told us what it is.
Super real.
I did
this
my
one's a little
research.
heavier, it looks like. This one's got like a...
Scroll to the next video.
Are we sure there's a Plan B?
The doctor's coming.
No, do not eat the tablets you find in a pregnancy test. They are not a Plan B or an emergency contraceptive pill.
'Cause, like, why the fuck-
Desiccant tablet.
Used to absorb and hold moisture to extend the shelf life of a pregnancy test, similar to the little silica packets you find in shoes and bags. They are
Are y'all
toxic.
fucking stupid?
Do not prevent a pregnancy. Do not eat them.
Are y'all that dumb?
They are.
Do not eat a random pill or something or anything. Do not eat something you don't know what it is. Like, y'all mamas didn't tell y'all this.
So this came up yesterday.
Don't piss me off.
This came up yesterday in the group text. It was
Y'all really out here eating random.
So she had to take a pregnancy test. And she was like, y'all, it was on TikTok, and I opened it up, and it's really a pill in there. And I said, nah. She said, thankfully, her test came back negative, so she didn't feel the need to take it. And so I said, you didn't take the pill, right? She said, no. I said, good, because it's a desiccant tablet, and you would have died. The fetus would have been dead, and you would have been dead. So please, do not. If you have come across that on TikTok, it has been debunked. It is false.
Y'all stress me out every day.
Do not, 1000%, do not watch it. I mean, eat it. Sorry. Don't watch it either. Shit, just keep scrolling. Comment, this is fake news, and keep it moving.
That's insane that TikTok now I'm getting flagged for wearing a carnival costume. And you telling me it's somebody out here that got y'all eating plastic pills and that's not getting flagged? That's trending? This is why I'm not... I said that this is going to be my last TikTok video. I'm getting the fuck off of TikTok. They playing.
TikTok
between
is
that
really
and that ghetto makeup shit.
I sent you that, didn't I? Yeah. That ghetto makeup.
But I've been telling y'all for the longest, TikTok ain't for us. They don't fuck with us. They used us to increase their platform.
They don't fuck with us.
And that was it. That's why, and black creators have been getting fucked over from the beginning of TikTok.
Yeah.
They used us to boost up. They let a few of us get famous, get some money, and now they taking that shit back. That was never for us.
Because what one side could do, we never could do.
We never could do.
Or they
allow people to steal from us freely.
Yep.
They allow people to steal from us freely, but if we do some shit, they quick to flag it. Or if
Yep.
they feel like they want to give another creator credit for our shit, or boost another creator's stuff for doing our shit, they'll flag our shit.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
TikTok is not for us. Y'all black ass need to get off of TikTok, myself included. We need to build our own platform, do something, because that ain't it.
Yeah. So, what is yours?
Oh, let me see.
Marrying the wrong person is one of the most dangerous things that you can
I
do.
love her.
Go ahead and grab something stronger than wine, because you're going to need it after hearing this. As a trial attorney, especially in my area, family law, I feel like I've heard it all. I know the worst of the worst. I'm wrong. This is Gisele Pelicot. She is a 71-year-old woman, a wife, a mother, a grandmother. She's been married to her husband, here he is, for 50 years, and she describes her marriage as wonderful. She said she had a loving marriage. He was a wonderful husband, a wonderful father, and also now a wonderful grandfather. But oh, what a difference a day makes. One day, she gets a phone call from the police, ring-a-ling-a-ling, and they're asking her questions about her husband because he's currently under investigation for being a creep. He was at the grocery store filming up ladies' skirts and dresses. Nonetheless, she's shocked. She's not aware of any of this behavior. Time goes on, they end up confiscating his phone, his computer, and some other electronics. And what the police discover is honestly one of the most unimaginable things a wife would ever suspect. For at least the last decade of their 50-year marriage, her husband had been drugging her and inviting strangers to come have their way with her while she was unconscious. He was taking sleeping pills and grinding them up into her food and her drinks. He had advertisement on adult websites for men to just come on over. This was all discovered because on his laptop there was a folder that was labeled abuse. I think they're just investigating.
Abuse is crazy.
It's so much worse. In this file, there were over 200 videos and photos of these men just coming in while she's unconscious and assaulting her sexually. Most of the guys were strangers. She didn't recognize any of them except for one. One was her neighbor. Could you imagine
your fucking neighbor?
With your neighbor from time to time? Lo and behold, he's your rapist. He's been inside their home. He helped fix like a couple of their bicycles. She sees them around town, waves them at the bakery. She even described him as normal, polite. The husband would give these men strict instructions on what they had to do when they came into the home. They couldn't wear cologne. They couldn't smell like smoke. Nothing that would trigger her senses and make her wake up. They had to get undressed in the kitchen so that they never would accidentally leave clothes behind in the bedroom. He had hand warmers for them to warm up so that when they touched her, she wouldn't wake up. Thankfully, 72 of these men have been identified thanks to facial recognition software.
72?
50 of them are currently facing criminal charges, and their age range is in the 20s to 70s. The husband, Dominique Pelicot, is currently facing 20 years. That ain't long enough. She has no idea. And that's the scariest part of this. The police asked her about her health. She's been getting drugged every night for a decade. All she could say was that she's been to the doctor a couple times because she was starting to experience memory loss, but nobody could figure out why.
They didn't see them drugs.
Marry, birth children, have grandchildren, lay beside someone for 50 years, and still don't know him. It's pretty rare that I'm ever speechless, but
don't I always say
that?
That
come to mind is be careful.
Don't I always say that? You never. No, I don't care how much time you've been with a person. I don't care how many times they've been in you, around you. You never know a person. You never know a person. So all that getting to know somebody and all this other shit, it doesn't exist. It's not real. Sick. People are fucked up. Girl.
I have no fucking words.
You never know what a person's capable of. You genuinely, like, it's just, what's most disturbing to me is how people find new and inventive ways to abuse women.
I don't know
women
what to
children.
say right now. Like, that's triggering.
Yeah.
That was really triggering.
Mm-hmm.
That was really triggering. Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna get into it in this episode. But what I will say is October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. My sister was a victim of domestic violence. God rest her soul. And that's why it's triggering. Because like you said, you think you know someone and then they go and pull the fucking okie doke, and this motherfucker been pulling the okie doke for 50 years.
You say at least the last 10 years. Could you imagine like 70 some odd men have been inside of you? I don't know that I could recover from that.
Did he have them go get tested? Like, did she never get an STD? Did she ever, like...
He probably did make them go get STD screenings because...
But you know what,
that would have caused her, if she got an STD, that might have caused her to leave him.
There be signs, but women choose to ignore signs.
There's no way.
No, listen. So BTK, you know I'm into true crime. So BTK, he worked for ADT. That was how he gained access into the people's home to come back and kill them later. Because he installed the cameras or the security alarm system. They didn't have cameras back in those days. But his wife caught him putting on her clothes and underwear. And so, but she dismissed it as she thought he was a cross-dresser. The clown, the one that was up north. Ugh. I can't think of his name right here now. Serial killer.
I don't know.
John Wayne Gacy.
Okay.
There we go. He was married, not once, but twice. The wives had inklings that something was off about them.
You know something's not right.
They dismissed it and then they just divorced them. Because why are you sending me away on a lavish vacation with the kids? And then when I come back, my house smells rank and disgusting. And my mama is calling it out like, the house stinks. Clean it. What does that smell? Oh, it's just something rotten. Get it the fuck out. But no, you're harboring bodies in the basement. You created a whole cellar dedicated to these dead bodies of little boys.
Now, one thing about me, I will not dig. If you are not my man, I'll just get the fuck up out of there. But if we get married, we go to the extent of getting married and living a life together, baby, I'm digging. I'm digging into everything.
Absolutely.
For this reason, exactly this reason.
Absolutely.
I'm digging into everything. I'm in that phone. I'm in that laptop. I'm in that basement. Like,
that's crazy.
Everybody would have to die. I'm so sorry. Everybody gotta go. Everybody has to retribution. Go. Yeah, everybody has to go.
Everybody's a stranger except for one. My fucking neighbor.
Oh, he's going first.
The way I would have pulled up on him.
He's going first. No, I ain't got shit to say. Sharpshoot. Probably from somebody's roof. I'm sniping.
Yeah.
I can't. Nah. No. Man, what? Men are sick. I'm sorry. I know it's not all men.
It's not all men.
Have you ever heard of a woman doing that? Have you ever heard of a woman abusing women or men or children in that way? How often? How many times? I'm not saying it never happens, but how often do you hear of women abusing men, women, children like this?
Sickening.
If you've ever had a thought, I want to take time to say this here. With it being domestic abuse awareness, domestic violence awareness month. If you've ever, because I understand we all have intrusive thoughts and some of us have mental illnesses and things like that. If you've ever felt like a random intrusive thought to hurt someone, or abuse someone. I know we always say if you've ever had a thought to hurt yourself and things like that. If you've ever had a thought to hurt somebody else, this is something that's not talked about. If you've ever had a thought to hurt somebody else, seek help.
Immediately.
Call someone.
And so serious.
That don't mean that they're going to automatically throw you into a psych ward or anything like that. But just talk to somebody about thoughts that you have of inflicting harm. Because it's not normal. It's not okay.
Not at all.
And you want to get the help early before you actually act on that and ruin somebody's life. Ruin your life.
1000%.
The shit, I just feel like whatever is going on today, of course, we're in the age of Aquarius and, they say he coming back. They say Jesus coming back at some point. God, where are you?
Did you know the Sahara Desert was flooded?
Nothing surprises me anymore.
It was in the Bible.
Speaking of behaviors and illnesses and patterns, story time. Mine isn't so much a story time. Mine is more of a discovery. So I have therapy. We spoke about getting help and things like that. I've been in therapy. I've been actively in therapy since like for about 7 years. And so we just switched therapists. Me and Maya switched therapists recently. Love her. She's awesome. You sent me a video about a woman speaking about how you can have PTSD from raising children. And I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. Like, yeah, I could see myself having PTSD from everything that I've been through as far as raising Maya and, you know, the trauma from my divorce and how that affected my parenting and things like that. So I asked my therapist, I'm like, you know, I think I might have a little bit of PTSD. She's like, oh, well, let's do the screener. She was on it. Oh, that's something else I wanted to do, but we're using my phone now. So, because she gave me a workbook. So actually, I haven't tapped into it yet. I'm going to do it this week, and then on the next episode, we can go through the questions and stuff like that.
And see if I have it.
Yeah, see if you have it, or like, just like some of the, I think it's like exercises or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
So we could do that next week. But so she had me do this screener, and every question was like, yep. So not only do I have PTSD, I think it's CTSD or something. Because PTSD is actually like the temporary, but it's temporary. It's not supposed to last that long.
Really?
Yeah. So it's supposed to be temporary. I have
Chronic.
Basically chronic, yeah. So I have ongoing PTSD, if that makes sense. Yeah, from my marriage. And this is why, like the lady said, it's important to make sure you're marrying the right person. Like, marrying the wrong person can scar you for fucking life. And so now I know I have PTSD.
I'm so sorry. Well, I'm glad you
feel different.
I'm glad you know now. Because, but now the thing is that
different.
it can affect how you look at potential suitors, like when you're dating now. Mm-hmm. Because now you know you have this thing, so now you can pay attention to things that trigger
signs,
you.
Yeah.
Signs. And, you know, now you can say, like, okay, could this be a part of the CTSD that it's triggered, but how can I overcome the trigger and try to see, is this person really a good person or not? Mm-hmm. You know?
Yeah.
So now, bravo. I really need to get back into therapy. I really miss it.
Yeah, definitely. I recommend it for everybody, whether you feel like you're crazy or not. I didn't feel crazy. I don't feel crazy. But apparently
I don't think it's for crazy. I think it's...
I don't either. It's not. But that's the association. I really wish people would stop.
I heard a quote that after you have worked through yourself, people continue therapy to manage other people.
Yeah, everyone else. I'm not in therapy for me. I'm in therapy for you.
That part. Because if I wasn't, you might be dead.
For real. You might not have made it this far.
So, yeah.
What's your story time?
Don't piss me off. It's really quick. As many of y'all who watch know, I'm a massage therapist. I work in a franchise. And I just have a coworker. He's a newer coworker. And he just is... There's something about him that I can't put my finger on. He's a tattletale. He doesn't want to follow, but in the same sense as while he's tattletaling, he also doesn't want to follow the rules of the franchise. And yesterday, I was fully booked. It's a Saturday afternoon into a Saturday evening. My break is at 4:00. I am setting up my room for a prenatal that I have after my break. I only get a 30-minute break. I'm trying to finish setting up my room so I can go get my food that I pre-ordered so that I could just walk in, grab it, and go. And he comes into the room with the manager complaining about the plastic piece of the table warmer. So you have a traditional table warmer that goes on the massage table, and where the cord is so that we can turn it on and off and plug it into the floor. It's just a small, and it's pretty flat. It's like maybe this thick, and literally it doesn't affect anybody. So if you're someone who is on the larger side. If you have big broad shoulders, if you work out a lot, most people when they come in and they get onto a massage table, they just get on because the goal is that they want to relax. It is your duty as a massage therapist, when I walk in and I see that your head is in the face cradle and your shoulders is doing all of this, I'm going to adjust you so that your body is level and you can achieve maximum relaxation. I'm going to tell you, hey, I see you got onto the table. You look great. Go ahead and just scoot down. Just slide down a little bit. Let's make sure your shoulders are actually on the table, so that way you're not putting pressure on the face cradle, so the face cradle don't go do 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 and you don't fall. That way, that same little plastic piece for the remote, you shouldn't feel it. Because guess what I did as a massage therapist? I scooted you down. I adjust the bolster so that the pressure is taken off of your back, so that you can get the massage. He used to own his own business. He used to live like in Vegas. You need to go back and do that, sir, expeditiously. Expeditiously.
Yeah, I think whatever the fuck, I can't do the tattletale. I can't do it because we can do tit for tat for that shit.
And then
every time you go tell on me about something, I'm find something to tell on you about.
And then he said, I don't wanna, startle anyone. I don't want to cause commotion and offend anyone.
Oh, but you did.
Too late. You offended me when you interfered with my time. Y'all, I didn't go pick up my food until 4:20 and my client walked in the door at 4:25. I had to eat a half of my sandwich in a matter of 5 minutes. And she's pregnant, and now my breasts smell like onions, so now I gotta brush my teeth. Now I have to go over to accommodate her because it's not her fault she showed up on time and I'm starting late because I gotta eat so I could be able to massage her so I don't fall on top of her. Don't piss me off.
I'm sorry. Yeah, that's the worst. I'm glad my coworkers just kind of leave me alone, and everybody just kind of leaves each other alone unless they actually need something. Other than that, nah, we not doing that shit.
It has been so chaotic at work lately.
I can't work in chaos.
I could go all day, but we don't have time.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but yeah. So next is beauty trends. You look beautiful though, at least. Y'all see her cut? She looks so cute, doesn't she?
I didn't think about it. I was gonna flat iron it, but I'll flat iron it eventually. Y'all will see pictures. Obviously, if you follow me on social media, you'll see I debuted my cut last weekend because we had dinner at Cooper's Hall.
Yes, we did.
But for beauty trends, I want to talk about the stigma, especially in the Black community and the West Indian community, when it comes to hair, and that the longer it is, that's what deems you more beautiful. Leading up to, I have been getting the itch to cut my hair for the last year. I had been talking about it. I'm like, oh, I want to cut my hair. I'm just going to take some scissors. And every time I made a post, every time I put it in my story, somebody was like, no, Shayna. The hairdressers was like, no, let me do it. They were with me, but they said, let me do it. All right, cool. The men, however, were coming into my DMs and basically saying like, oh no, don't cut it. You can do so much with long hair. If you can do so much with long hair, I want to see you do it.
They never got a solution for that.
First things first, I have had long hair since I was born. I was born with nice long hair. I was blessed by my ancestors to have long hair that came down. I was Pocahontas. I was
Sleeping Beauty.
No, I was Sleeping Beauty. I was
Rapunzel.
Belle. I was Rapunzel. I was Wedding Barbie. I have the pictures. I'll send it to you. My hair has always come to my hips. Ooh, not me getting upset. So when I turned 16, my mom said, if you want to cut your hair, you can. I was also relaxing my hair. And I decided to dye my hair blonde. Okay. We know what happens when you have blonde hair and you relax it.
Yeah.
So my mom said, go ahead. I actually 16 is the last time I have been this short. And when I was 16 and I cut it this short, I was getting relaxers, so it always stayed straight. So I was always flat ironing it. So I've never seen it in this curly state. So I'm enjoying it.
Yeah,
so
really
what
cool.
I have to say is to all you men who believe that beauty lies in your hair and beauty lies in the length of your hair, go suck your mother.
I did not see that coming.
Because when I cut my
Suck
hair
your asshole.
and I took my pictures and then I washed my hair and I sent my pictures. First of all, let's talk about the big unveil to my mom and my dad. They ate it up. They loved it. My mom said yes immediately. When I came off that elevator, she said, I love it. Everybody who matters to me loved it off bat. They said they actually...
She did have the Edna for me.
I did have the Edna.
I don't know what they was thinking, partner in the middle.
I asked for it. She did
course
not
you
want to
did.
do it.
Of course.
So I had a reason why I asked for it. I asked for the middle part because the last time she cut my hair and I did a side part, the part with the bang, she left it longer so that when I was wearing my hair, it wasn't even. So then I had to snip it and make it even.
That's
so
asymmetrical.
I didn't want that at that
Okay.
time.
Okay.
So she did that, and I was like, well, that's not really what I wanted, so I made it even. So this time I decided to walk around looking like Lord Farquaad for a day because I wanted the middle part.
She ain't make it the whole
By the
day.
time I got here last week,
I wasn't fucking around.
she said, I need to get in your head. And she did, and she got me together, and the picture was beautiful. Everyone loves my hair.
Yeah, I do love it. What are the guys saying now, though?
Oh, they love it.
Yeah, they don't be knowing shit until they see it, and it's like, oh,
now
she's still bad.
the few who did have an issue with it have been very quiet. They have not come and said anything. And if you don't like it, that's fine, because that's why I don't talk to you.
I know that's right.
Half of y'all got girlfriends and wives anyway, so
Why are you here? But no, I asked because I remember when I scalp myself. When I shaved my head completely bald, a lot of guys.
Which you did twice.
I did. No, I didn't go completely.
No, you didn't go
bald
completely
the second
bald the
time,
second
but I
time,
did like a fade the second time. But a lot of guys with my DM like this. You killing this. Like, this actually works for you. I couldn't see it for you, but this works for you. So yeah, they don't be knowing shit.
They don't be knowing.
They be
And
like, you do it, and they be like, oh, she's still bad. Cool.
literally, the text response I got was, "Ooh, I like you better with short hair than your long hair," because they said it
does bring out your face more.
It brings out my face more. And ever since I cut my hair, I have been getting asked, how old am I? It's like I literally reverse time by cutting my hair. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I still look my age.
You do look younger. You do look younger.
Yeah, so
It's nice.
I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying being able to experiment with different short styles. I feel like I'm channeling my grandmother sometimes, because she used to have a short style too. So
That's what's up. Oh.
And I'm excited. You know, I have been taking care of my hair this time around. I got some Chubby oil, some Manoy oil. I've been oiling my scalp. My scalp's been itchy from that Chubby oil.
Oh yeah. It does. You gotta make sure you wash it out all the way too. But it does work.
Oh yeah, it works for sure.
It does. My beauty trend is not really a beauty trend. It's more of a
Spiritual.
a spiritual trend. It's an aphrodisiac. I want to try ayahuasca. And this has been for the past couple of years, probably about 2 years ago, I found out about it. And it's basically like, it's a drink. It's a herb. And then for the most part, they put it in a drink. And like I said, it's a psychedelic. Sorry, not aphrodisiac. I don't know where I got that from. But it's a psychedelic. And what it's supposed to do is supposed to like expose your subconscious, basically.
They did that in what movie was that? The Last Best Man.
Yes.
When they were getting married.
Exactly what it is. Because they went to where? Costa Rica or something like that?
No, I
so
thought they
they do
went to-
different ceremonies where they take the drink or whatever, because it's a whole experience. It's a journey. It's usually a shaman that gives it to you and like kind of guides you through the ceremony. So I know they do it in Dominican Republic, Costa Rica, Peru is the most popular one.
They were in Puerto Rico. Were they in Puerto Rico or
they weren't in Puerto Rico. I think it was
Jamaica,
Costa Rica.
or
No. They only do it in
there
like
was somewhere with a Spanish
Central America and
there was somewhere with a Spanish girl and a Jamaican girl. That's all I remember.
Yeah, they do it mostly in Asian and Central America.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, and Bali and stuff. So I think when I go to Bali, I'm actually going to try it there. I'm going to try to put together a ceremony for that.
I'm down.
Because it's not even just for the sake of, like doing drugs. I don't do drugs. I don't even smoke. But I've always kind of felt like there's another side of my brain, because I am intelligent, but there's another side of my brain that I haven't unlocked, because I am always overthinking. I do like kind of shut down thoughts and ideas. So I kind of want to have access to that, and I want to be able to journal throughout that process and everything. And of course, be surrounded by somebody that I trust and like that can guide me and everything, and guide me through the meditations and everything.
I feel like for me, I'm always so obsessed. Well, as I'm getting older, I'm starting not to care about people's opinions, but there's a part of me that's still, that little girl still lingers with that, always making sure that's what people think about me, making sure that, opinions, and I'm a people pleaser. Hell, that's what I do for a living, please people. So I'm curious to see
why.
Yeah, through that. Like, what is my subconscious?
Like, I've seen, like, I posted the clip of Woody McClain and Alex Capri were on Poor Minds, and I posted the clip of him talking about his ayahuasca journey. He went to DR and did it, and validating that little boy. The shaman helped him to validate that little boy that always felt like he couldn't speak and things like that. I've seen people that have done it that said that they never touched a drink again. They never drank again after that experience. They got to the root of why they drank, and after that they never drank again. So stuff like that, I definitely want to have that experience sooner than later, because I got some stuff that I'm trying to do, and I feel like it's locked away. I can't get to the end of it because I have these barriers and these blockages and this trauma and everything.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So,
nice. Very nice. I'm excited.
Me too. Okay, cut that off. We're gonna switch back to the other camera so we can do a left or right swipe and question of the day. So next segment is question of the day, and so I found this on Threads, and it says, my child's father sent me $5 to play the lottery because he felt like I would win. Come on, discernment. Come on, visions. Come on. He's tapped in. He knows something.
Shout out to the baby daddy.
Shout out to the good baby
daddies.
The
good baby daddy.
I don't know why, because I never play. So I win $25,000. I gave him half, and my boyfriend got mad. Was I wrong?
You go first.
Child, your only mistake was telling your boyfriend.
Agreed. I agree. That's not your.
You don't tell your left hand.
That's what not
your family. Your baby daddy is your family. Obviously, he thinks highly enough to give you that tip and even send you $5. What did the boyfriend do?
The boyfriend.
He don't got no discernment.
The boyfriend's temporary.
Right. He don't got no discernment. He ain't.
You're not my husband.
Right. He ain't had no vision, no nothing.
I would have dumped the boyfriend and went back to the baby daddy.
Oh God, I feel like we got some unfinished business.
Right, because if you gave me that $5 with a feeling that I was gonna do something good, let's work on each other together.
You got my best interest at heart. We need to figure some things out now.
Exactly.
Timmy, your daddy's coming home. No, but definitely, I think giving him half. Now I'm a little selfish. I probably wouldn't give him half. Yeah. I probably would have ran him a cool $5,000, especially if I got full custody of our kid.
Give me $5. I can give you $5,000.
I'm taking care of our kid and shit, man.
I give you $5,000.
I can give you a cool $5,000. I got shit to do.
Mm-hmm. Half?
That's a nice investment. You give me $5, I give you 5,000. Hey,
you got your
but
money
but
back.
there's
And
nothing
then
wrong with giving him
some.
half either. Like if it was on her heart to give him half, I could see that. That's
Yeah.
cool. That was so sad.
At the end of the day,
I
it was
wouldn't let
her
nobody-
money, her business, her prerogative. She could do what the
Exactly.
fuck she
I don't
want to
see.
do.
Yeah, that's crazy. I wouldn't. You couldn't tell me I'm wrong for breaking
Yeah.
bread with the person that helped me to get in this situation. Like,
Agreed.
what did you do, nigga?
Agreed.
I bet you looking for something.
I definitely
Fuck
agree.
out of here. Left or right swipe.
Left or right swipe.
So we're doing left or right swipe, and we did it last episode. I am. Yeah, she did it on Facebook dating. I am going to do. Let's see what I got. I'm gonna do it on black. I ain't been on here in a few days. Be okay. All right, this is Willie. He's 32.
Hold on. Wait a minute. He looks familiar.
I think. I don't know.
Okay, keep going.
This is Willie. He works for the post office. He's in front of the Eiffel Tower right now, so
tall.
he travels. He's tall.
Very tall.
He's handsome. He's into fitness. Yeah. Best rap artist out right now, Drake. Whatever. If I hit the lottery, the first thing I'm buying is a house with a gym in it. Okay.
That's something in his pockets.
That ain't nothing in his pockets.
That is something in his pockets.
That is nothing in his
That
pockets. That. Look at the direction. Look at the tip. The tip is right there.
In his pocket.
Look, the tip is right. It don't even matter for me. For me, I don't like that. Why are you putting your dick on these sites? Why are you putting your dick on a dating site? Look, let's see what else there is. Hold on. Go ahead and slide my DM if you're ready to go on a date and get to know each other. He has kids. Once more, he's a Cancer Lord. 6'3", right? 6'3".
You want more kids?
I can't do. Yeah, that's automatic. That's an automatic no for me. I already from the dick pic, I knew I wouldn't fuck with it. But yeah, he has kids, and once more, I can't do it. He smokes socially. He doesn't smoke cigarettes. He drinks socially. He works out often. He would be nice,
but there's a couple flags.
Yeah, the dick pic got me. It's nice, but why are you putting that on? Like, that's what you advertise. I feel like it's the same as like me putting my coochie on a dating site.
Yeah,
you wouldn't be attracted.
Agree.
To that. And then
putting the whole print
right, and then having kids and one more. That's non-negotiable for me.
All right.
This is Draper. He's 46. See, mine is set to like 50. Listen, it's just before the worms, but after the fuckboy stage.
The who?
It's just before the worms. See, I feel like 50, late 40s, 50s. You right before you get the worms.
You called that thing a worm.
It's right before you get the worms because you know you had sex with old me.
Oh,
you get
know
worms.
Gummy worms. Yeah,
you get the worms. Mm-hmm. So it's just before you get the worms.
They be having to use them honey packs.
Right, but after some of them don't now. Some of them don't. But after the fuckboy stage, and they're a little more established, a little more distinguished.
Okay.
So he's a machine operator. He went to OR.
Wow.
I know a few people that went to OR. He's handsome. He's 46. I'm gonna go down to the bottom. He's a Scorpio. I fuck with the Scorpio. Spiritual but not religious. Went to college. 6'2", average build. Drinks socially. Doesn't smoke cigarettes. Smokes a little weed. I could do that. I like that. Look at him. Okay, Daddy.
He dresses nice.
Yeah, that's a zaddy there. He got the locks. He got the salt and pepper beard.
If he looking for something casual, a little link up, sure. Yeah. Nothing serious though.
Why not Unserious?
I will have relations with a BON, but I do not have relationships with a BON.
See, you're a young gal. See, I'm, and I used to say that up until like a couple years ago, until I got my first BON.
In a relationship, though.
Yeah.
Remember,
as long as you're not sloppy, because he's not sloppy.
Remember, I've had BONs. I dated.
You did.
I had 3.
So that's weird that you say that.
I dated one, and he was kind of like him, tall. He wasn't too crazy. Then
are we talking about?
He was West Side.
Oh, okay.
And then I had relations with 2, and I told you it's too much. It's too much multitasking.
That's why I said
you gotta do the. You damn near gotta do the. You gotta do the cha cha in that bitch. You gotta do the Nick Cannon.
Try to get around that belly.
They want you to tweak here, lick here, grab
no,
here.
That's too much.
Way too much.
Especially like if you're not clean with it, and if I get a whiff of anything, I'm out of there.
I told you my story. I didn't get a whiff.
If I get a whiff of anything, I was left a present
in my bed. It was a skid mark when he got up with his naked ass. He got up and left a skid mark.
I smelled that for some reason.
If you if you're
we're not fat shaming, we're not body shaming, because I'm a juicy chick myself.
We're not at all. But for instance, when you go and do your deeds in the bathroom, it don't take 5 seconds to cleanliness is key.
Or if you know, like, you have issues with wiping, reaching, whatever, get you some wipes, baby. I know a lot of men that use wipes. They
got a whole brand called Dude Wipe.
Yeah, a little baby wipe. Wipe that thing up.
And in the shower, wash your ass.
That's first and foremost. Yeah, for sure.
We talked about that the first episode, remember?
Yeah, we need a reminder.
Wash your hands, wash your ass, cut your nails, brush your teeth.
Essentials.
Don't be trying to go down there with Hennessy mouth, because it burns. You throw off our pH balance.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute now. Look at that. Henny dick, not Henny mouth. Got you. So yeah, I'm gonna swipe right on him. I like him. And, if
go ahead.
Action, I can see some serious.
Oh shit!
He was waiting on the girl. Told you. Daddies be. I still ain't gonna say nothing with you. Say something first.
Absolutely no. We're not even wasting our time. Next.
This nigga, bro, super liked you. This nigga, he's a Jamaican here. I've never seen him on the scene. I feel like I've seen him somewhere before.
He probably used to be at the East of the Ryan on 79th at Rulers.
Listen,
he 42. Yeah, he don't go to the big time
has been
parties and
here and on my Facebook for the longest, and I keep swiping left on him, and he just don't get. I don't do Jamaicans. Shout out to my Jamaican folks, but if you know, you know, I don't do Jamaican men anymore. I've had my run. I'm a little bit too old to be getting chased out of Canada. So that's a story time for another day.
And south. I've definitely seen him. I've seen him before. His
security officer, very hardworking, dependable. 2 older kids.
I've seen him before. I know who he is.
He's nice in uniform. He's nice looking.
I know who he is, and I'm good.
You know him?
I don't know him, but I know of him. I've seen him before. I'm good.
He's 6'3".
I'm telling you.
I still want to. I mean, because I know I'm good. I've been swiping left on him for well over a year. He has kids. He doesn't want more. That's a plus. Capricorn, that's a plus. I like Capricorn. Spiritual, not religion. College, 6'3", fit. Sometimes socially, never. Yeah. So he checks all the boxes in that respect. But
he's a yard man.
I have a thing with guys because I get on and off these apps. Like when I've been single for a while, I'll rejoin or whatever. But I have an issue when I go on there and I see the same people. Like, you never got off of here. Like, there's some red flags. That's an automatic red flag.
Why are you still here?
Why are you still here? If I go off, no matter what period of time, what length of time goes by, and you're still here when I get back, that's a red flag for me. So yeah, it's a no. It's still a no. Sorry, hun. Let me see what this say. 3 words my friends will use to describe me. Put it close.
Caring, hardworking, and stubborn.
Okay, that's great.
Even more reason why we're gonna
next. Okay, this is Olo. He's 34. He's looking for marriage, he says. I'm single, love sports.
I don't like his nose.
I don't like his head. Sorry.
We're just gonna...
Yeah. Oh, we talked for a minute. His conversation wasn't no shit, but... He's a corporate paralegal. He lives in Indiana. I remember that. I love to see people smile. Yes, I'm 43. He is 43. He does not look 43. He's very handsome.
Oh, he's really handsome.
He's super handsome.
Oh, nice.
Conversation just wasn't about shit. And he's a paralegal.
Okay, he's a decent height.
Yeah, 6'2". Scorpio, another Scorpio. I might get out another shot.
I had a Scorpio once.
I like Scorpios.
I had a Scorpio 3 times. Wowzers.
Is a Scorpio. Freaky as hell.
They do.
Freaky ass niggas, they some 69 guns. Freaky ass niggas, they some 69 guns.
But outside of that,
I don't see myself being serious with a Scorpio. I don't see.
that was the problem.
Yeah.
I was in a situationship with one for 10 years.
I don't see what's what though.
I
I like all that little shit.
But yeah, I when I told him, I said, okay, we've been going back and forth for 10 years. What are we doing? That's when he hit me with the I don't know what I want.
Oh, okay.
Scorpio number 2. Well, the first one was all the way back in high school, so I really don't count that. We was kids.
Okay.
Scorpio number 2, Scorpio number 2, the adult version of me. He said he couldn't look past the fact that, I be in the clubbing world. I be on the reggae scene.
Yeah, Scorpios are very controlling. They want you at home while they outside, for sure.
For sure. He couldn't get past that. And that I like to go outside and have a good time, and I like to go fet and ting.
And saying all this while he's outside. So yeah. I did swipe right.
I mean, he also didn't give a shit when I went to Trinidad.
He wasn't talking shit. Next we have Peter. Peter is giving Black Jesus. I like him.
I like Peter.
He's 35.
Okay, Peter.
Oh yeah. 6'3". He doesn't have much of a bio. I don't really like that.
We're swiping left just for that.
No, we're not. I like all that.
You don't. He's too secretive.
No, he's not. He probably just don't want to put it. He put the main things on there. His name is Peter. He's 35. I trust him. Let's go. He's 6'3". He's fit. I trust him. Swipe right. And one more. Let's do one more.
Benji. We need a picture, Benji.
Oh, it's not loading. Hold on.
Oh.
Oh, is my Wi-Fi on? Yeah, it is.
Oh, there we go. He's giving light skin energy.
He's giving, what's that dude name from American Dad? The alien. Yeah, I'm cool. So next let's do that's my jam. My jam for the week is, of course, Glorious. Glorilla dropped her debut album. Is this her debut album? I think it's her debut album. And it is a masterpiece. It is very much Grammy worthy. I was seeing people saying that before I finished it, and like, I can concur. Glorilla's new album is a work of art. It is beautiful. She had all the perfect producers,
it's
engineers.
a work of art.
It is. It really is. It's beautiful. I don't know if you got a chance to listen to it yet.
I haven't.
When I had posted a clip of Kiki on air saying that it made her emotional stuff, I didn't get it until I finished it. When I got to, what was that?
With Kirk Franklin?
No, it wasn't even that. I actually don't care for that song. But the song with Money Long.
Money
where
Long
she's basically just saying, like, you don't deserve my friend. She's talking like a friend. Like, say if you was talking to my nigga. And just, or talking to me about my nigga. And she's saying, like, he don't deserve my friend. He treat her bad. He beat on you. Don't let him beat on you. Da da da. Kind of like a modern day girl. Remember that song by Beyonce? No? Like one of those things, but it just gets like really in depth, really emotional. Like, I was bawling. Like, just thinking, like, if I had somebody, I have friends and stuff like that, but people don't want to get in your business and stuff, and people don't want to, like, a lot of people feel like, if I tell her this about her nigga, she's still gonna stay with him, so it don't really matter. But just,
we be in each other's business.
Yeah, if I would have had somebody, I felt like back then, if I would have had somebody to have that type of conversation with me about just like reminding me of my worth and stuff like that, I probably wouldn't have stayed in that situation for as long as I did. Yeah. So I think that women need to hear things like that, and I think that's why Kiki on air was saying that it made her emotional. It made me emotional. beautiful album. The song with Sexy Red. She had all the right collabs. Like, she did not waste the collab, just collabing people for the sake of having their name on her album.
Yeah.
The T-Pain collab is fire. Like, kudos. Top to bottom. Even the songs that I wouldn't listen to like on repeat, they're still good. You can listen to that. It ain't a whole lot of albums I can listen to top to bottom.
I'm listening
That
to
is
it.
one.
I'm gonna listen to it.
It's amazing. What's your jam?
I ain't been jamming.
You haven't jammed?
I've been, I be working out, so I be listening to mixes on SoundCloud. And DJ Gel is my jam. He did It's a Live Soca Cocktail. It's about an hour and a couple minutes. And it's just really, for the most part, it's just soca, and it's old school, new school. It's all mellow, groovy, not too much power, and it's just nice.
Where you keep that on SoundCloud?
On SoundCloud.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, and that's a wrap on episode 3. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're gonna be starting Fuckery with Friends next Friday on IG Live. So if you have not already, go ahead and follow us at Unserious _ the pod on IG, and subscribe to our page notifications, our live notifications, so that you can be made aware when we go live for Fuckery with Friends. If you would like to join, you can also DM us over there, and we'll just call you on Instagram Live, and you can join our Fuckery with Friends. Say that 5 times fast. Thank you guys for tuning in. We will see you next week. Bye.
Toodles!
Am I really that much to handle? Breaking these niggas down like a demo. You don't really know you.